Well, hello everyone. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a good week. Hope everyone's doing well. That's not what I want to look at. That is, where did I put that? Over there. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. Now, before I forget, I do want to claim my ranked stuff from the last season, because it has been that long since I played. Three. Have I missed a season yet? I don't think I've missed a season yet. I think we're on season 4. When does this end? Ooh. Oh no, I've got time. I missed season 4. Yeah, I missed season 4. Might as well also check the mystery gifts. There you go. How are you doing? I think the only one I'm missing is Project M. We might as well claim it. I'm not going to do it just yet, but I might as well claim it now. And then that way I've got it. Hope you're doing well. Hope your new year is off to a good start. It's interesting because it keeps the other ones up even though I've already claimed them, which is quite funny. Right. Now, in terms of what shinies I think I want to look for today, I do think I want to try and find shiny Aron. Be it Aggron or otherwise. Which I do believe is the best place is here. Now I'm trying to think of the best way of doing it. I don't want to do the fly method because that I find incredibly boring. I don't know the best way to go about it other than that. Because as far as I'm aware, the overload has now been patched. Right, so if I come into here, I should have... Okay, it might have been... yeah, I think it's been patched. Has it been patched? Has it been patched, or did I just get lucky in that it's still here? I thought I saw that it had been patched. Maybe not. Shiny Honedge for Aegislash. I did try for a little while. I did a lot of shiny hunting in the labs. I did not get that lucky. Yeah, see, my overloads are still here. I could have sworn that I saw that this was patched. I swear I thought it was patched. My overloads are still working, though. How strange. I've got less. It should be 6. I've got 5. So it's definitely less than it was, but like 1 less is not enough for me to complain about. Yeah, the Lysander, the calf, Lysander's calf. I also was hunting. I was hunting there for a little while, and I was kind of half hoping to find one. But I hadn't gotten that lucky, unfortunately. Now, the other thing I was wondering, because I'm recently continued doing X and Y. Is it in the same place? I think it is. Oh, that's interesting. You got shiny Fennekin recently? Oh, I'm jealous. I only have shiny... I have shiny Froakie right now. Yeah, because in theory, just doing this would be the way to hunt for them, right? But yeah, if you're on Switch 1 and you're not getting enough reach into the room, obviously it isn't going to work. That sucks, because that's quite a useful thing. Again, it's the same way that you hunt Beldum is that you just basically go to this place and just keep going over and over. I think you got to run here first though and check. I can never remember. I mean, that would also be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind a Metagross. But I did it in here for ages. The only one that I got from in here, which don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly happy that I got it, was I got Noivern, which I'm incredibly happy about. I didn't get this one though. I got one of the ones... I say one of the ones. I got the one that you can find in between the two rooms. If you look here... Oh, no, he's up on one of these... I think it's this way. He's kind of sitting... can you see him? There. Just in the top, just above the servers. Incredibly useful. Don't have a reason to hunt Froakie or Chespin because you already have a Shiny Greninja and Chestnut in older games. Ah. That's how you're going about it. I mean, that's a fine way of going about shiny hunting. You know, only shiny hunting Pokemon you need. Versus just hunting shiny Pokemon for hunting shiny Pokemon's sake. Going good, Mercury? How are you doing? Hope your week is going well. I did say I was thinking of streaming yesterday. I didn't end up streaming yesterday. And I won't, unfortunately, be streaming tomorrow. This is going to be the last stream for over a week. I think the next one will be the 18th? 19th. Well, it doesn't matter why you listen to the songs. You got Scrub without the shiny charm. Nice. All my shinies I've gotten without the shiny charm. But I have used cheesy methods. What have I got? I don't even really know what I've got. I got Froakie, Kakuna, Meditite, Electrike. Skarmory's not shiny. I got Pancham, Bagon, my Noivern, Fletchling, Flabebe. I got a couple of Pidgeys. There's one there, Litleo. That Pidgey, that Litleo. Oh, that Phalanx. I was happy that I got my Phalanx. Obviously I got the Magikarp thing in the party, but I think... Oh, and obviously the given Marie. I think that's it so far. See, I don't get that many random shinies, which is quite annoying. The only one I got, I think, so far is one of my Flabebes. I found it by accident, just running around. It's pretty nice, but annoying. Yeah, but some people are like that, Mercury. Some people want to, like... Again, it's the same with anything, you know. There's always people who want to push it much further than they probably should. With anything, you know. Anime, religion, sports. You always get people who always try and push their love for something onto other people. There's always going to be people like that in any form. Anime, games, TV, movies. Always going to be the case. Yeah, I don't want to hunt down here for too long. I don't like hunting down here. Oh yeah, because you can also hunt it in the graveyard. What's the method for hunting it in the graveyard, Colt? I was thinking of hunting it in the graveyard, but the problem is that I couldn't find that many. I feel like the graveyard is really good for Spinarak. And it's one of those where if I wasn't streaming, I could just sit here and do, you know, resetting no problem. But because I'm streaming, I feel bad literally just standing in a spot and just spamming A over and over again. Like, it's fine if you don't, in my, well, you know, not that I classify what I do as content creation, but, you know, streaming is very much a more active thing. Either Fly Reset It or High Sushi Roll Restaurant. Ow. Yeah, see, again, the fly resetting. I'm not adverse to the shiny hunting methods, right? My problem is these shiny hunting methods are not overly conductive for streams, and I'm not paying for the DLC. I refuse on principle to pay for the DLC. I don't agree with the DLC on a fundamental level, so I am very much staying well away from it. But again, I also don't want to just sit in here and just run backwards and forwards. As much as I really want a shiny Pikachu, which I do. I really want a shiny Pikachu because I want to do the Pikachu quest with a shiny Pikachu and then evolve it and use it to do the Raichu quest. Because it's back-to-back quests, and I'm like, yeah, I'd love to do that, but yeah, we might do it for a little bit. Do it for a little bit since I'm here. You can also run from end to end for the graveyard. My question with that, though, is you said you were a Switch 1. You're playing on the Switch 1, right? I'm wondering if the draw distance is less on the Switch 1 versus the Switch 2. So while it might work on the Switch 1, it might not work on the Switch 2. That's my only concern with that kind of method. You can always give it a go. It's night. I've got nothing better to do anyway. Because again, in theory, this is far enough away from the Pikachus for the Pikachus to respawn, but I don't think it is. No, actually, I think it is. Right, let's have a look. There's one there, two. One behind that wash, one over there. Let's see if this works. I think it's more than 70, so I think I have to kind of do it at an angle like this. The only thing is they can't pull... I can't pull their aggro. Yeah, see, that reset them. Okay. Because the only thing is I can't pull their aggro. Because I pull their aggro, it moves them away from there, which means I have to go further away to have the same effect. It might work. See, I don't think they reset. The only way for me to tell would be to get even closer to them. Yeah, Fly Reset is more interactive, but... Well, Fly Reset for me just isn't that interactive. I'm really adverse to it. I need to check you. Male. Female. And if that Pikachu tails me a bit... Right, 80 should be enough. See, that one's not despawning. I can see it there. There you go, now it's gone. And now they should be new Pokemon. Yeah. No? Yeah, female level 6. Male level 6. Yeah, fly run through probably will work. I mean, the fly reset run through kind of works everywhere, right? But again, for Pikachu specifically, you're better off just fly resetting because you're right here, so you're here. Do you hear the shiny when you're out of the zone? I think you do, if I'm not mistaken. There's like, if there was a shiny Pikachu here, I think I would hear it, actively hear it in the zone as soon as I spawn in. I think. I'll be honest, my knowledge of shiny hunting is so little though. I will say I am slightly jealous of the fact that if you play the DLC, you can get more Pokemon. Like, you know, I think they've done a lot with adding in mythicals into the DLC. I definitely think they've done a decent job of including a lot of other Pokemon from what I have seen. But again, can't shiny hunt them. It's kind of, I don't kind of care, you know? I'm still waiting for, again, we're assuming everything is shiny locked, right? That's how I'm kind of going into it, is assume everything is shiny locked until otherwise specified. As far as I'm aware, everything so far has been shiny locked. Apart from some of the mythicals in the DLC. Some. Not all of them, some of them. I think the Swords of Justice and a couple of other Pokemon are shiny huntable. But then again, you know, why some and not others kind of annoys me. I would really just like it if they were all shiny huntable. Maybe there's a better spot for Pikachu. I also want an Esper. I really did, I really am still annoyed that I missed that one. And I need to redeem myself. But yeah, man, I never did any of the older, like, event stuff. The one thing I did like to do, and I do think it's worth doing every so often, come in here and use an AoE attack moves on them. Just knock them all down. Well worth it. And if the Pokemon spawns kind of in the middle, you don't stand much of a chance of being able to despawn it. Which is a little bit annoying. Not the end of the world, but is a little bit annoying. I prefer running around during the day, but we'll see. I think there's some stuff I can do. But no, I hope everyone's week is going well. It is a bit of a... oh, I also know... oh, well, side thing. I also know that they've changed some of the saturations on some of the shinies now. So some of them are a bit better. Finally. Or change their color altogether. Which, again, very interesting that they decided to do that. You know, Slowpoke, yeah, Slowpoke is the one specific one that I'm kind of hinting at. The fact that they changed Slowpoke's color is very interesting. Oh, it's daytime. No, maybe not. Just really very strange animation. That's the other thing I've been really meaning to try to do it is try and get good at taking pictures, because some people are really good at taking pictures in this game, and I kind of want to be able to take some decent pictures of my favorite Pokemons, but I can't. I really struggle with it. God, I really struggled. I still don't have one. I might have to go back and try and get one in SV. And just do like a Mission Impossible shiny Slowpoke hunt. Because let's be honest, it's very difficult to spot in SV shiny Slowpoke. Like, I think it would be really, really cool to have one. But I am like, I really want one. Now that the color's changed, I want to get a, you know, an original one. But I'm also just like, I understand it's going to be a bloody nightmare to try and find. Yeah, see, I've still got 5. I think I lost my overload on this zone because I aggroed everything like a dumb idiot and then completely broke it. I did have a fully overloaded zone over here, so I was having loads of Pokemon. Is there anything really that I'm after? And I'll always check for Salamence. Always check for Salamence. No, no Salamence. Any more Bagons? No. No Bagons. No Baneri. No Lopunny. I honestly also cannot remember the easy way up to the roof. Let's see. Might as well since I'm here, but I mean, again, I would have heard it by now, I think, wouldn't I? There's Altaria. I didn't even realize that was here. Did I get a shiny Swablu? Can't remember if I did or not. No, no shiny. Really annoying because this is like, I think, is it the only spot it spawns? Ariolu's here. Again, I wouldn't mind a shiny Lucario. Oh no, there's a bench over on that side. So I think that bench is where you reset from, right? Let's not fall down a tiny hole that I knew was there. Only place it spawns base game, yeah. And since I am not paying any money for the DLC, it will be the only place I can hunt it. And then the only way to do it is to date cycle. And I do not want to date cycle because I'm quite annoyed with date cycling. Anyone who still does competitive, does anyone know what the meta is right now? I'm wondering if I should like keep my Gengar. Any big fairies still in the game? I do like the Gengar. Yeah, again, the waiting's fine. But I think for me, like, you know, to try and do other stuff, to fill 2 to 5 minutes is quite difficult at the best of times. Oh, no, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You can soft reset, right? Yeah. Yeah, you can soft reset it. Yeah, KO it, wait. Save before it respawns. And then yeah, go from there. Oh yeah, no. If I was to do a reset method, it would be fly resetting over bench resetting. I think even in post game, I think it's quicker to fly reset. Ideally, I would distance reset, where you sit just outside of render, take a step in, take a step out, like that Magikarp. Like I'd wait for it to de-render, turn around, go back. You know, view it in, turn around, go back. And that's my preferred way of doing it, if I could be so picky. Obviously, the other way to hunt here is to literally just walk in and out of here. And again, I feel like that will be quicker. than, you know, doing it any other way. The bench method, I think it feels slower until maybe you... I don't know if it's... Again, I haven't finished the final ZA Royale thing, I think. So I still get the question marks. So until I fully finish that, I don't think I can... I don't think... I still get the zones. Obviously, I think you can get to the point where you don't get the zones. And at that point, I don't know if it's going to be... if it's quicker or about the same. And again, it's loading time, right? If you're playing an animation every time, it just feels a bit slower. That's true. Flag resetting doesn't show a cutscene. Oh, I should also probably put you away now, Gengar. Thank you. What else is there around that I'm kind of after right now? I mean, Zone 10. Zone 10 is always one I like to check. Zone 10 is an easy one for Slowpoke. Can I jump this? No. I was half hoping I could jump it. Don't mind me, fellas. It's like some of them don't spawn in properly. Like that Slowpoke. Oh, I also wouldn't mind some shiny fossils, but again, they take a really long time. And they're full odds only. We're going to do my second favorite thing, which is pick up buttloads of items. Because I am unfortunately an item hoarder. Again, I really want to get... I don't have a Shalfa yet in this game. I would like a Shalfa. I think if I had goals for this year for what I want to get, like hunting wise, I want a Shundo in Pokemon Go, and that way I can try and force myself to play more Pokemon Go. And I also want a Shalfa. I feel like both of those are very achievable. I've just got to put in the time to get them. The Pokemon Go one less so, because that requires people and, you know, or multiple devices. And I don't feel like playing Pokemon Go on like 6 different phones. As cool as I'm sure that would be to watch, I don't think I could pull it off. Friendly fire. I feel like they just didn't want to overcomplicate it. But then you're kind of at the free-for-all stage anyway. Yeah, I see kind of where you're getting at, but it's like it's basically the same free-for-all underlying mechanics, but you say you're a team, you're a 2-man team. That's the other thing. Right now, I could, in theory, shiny hunt the starters here. But again, I haven't had much luck on that front either. Literally that fucking Bulbasaur. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy the free-for-all ranked battles. Do you know what I will say has annoyed me lately? And it's specifically with the with Crunchyroll. They do sub and dub on the same video, but different audio channels. What annoys me the most is by default, it's always set to English. I'm like, I don't want to watch anime clips in English. I want to watch it in Japanese. And it really annoys me. Because I start watching it, and then it kicks in, and I'm just like, oh my god. Man, I really am kind of, I don't want to say upset. I really wish that my boy Excelgor was in the game. In my old XY days, when we were fighting at school back in the school times, I used an Excelgor, max speed, nothing else, and a Florges, which I calm-minded, and then just swept with that. I really wish I could run with a similar team. That's the one thing that I'm kind of glad he didn't get introduced into the DLC, because I might have considered buying the DLC then. But I'm still hard on my stance. I'm not going to buy the DLC. I'm staying very clear from the DLC. And I would take any of the shinies. Oh yeah, and it's been so long. Well, I say that. I missed one season. I don't know what the current ranked, like, landscape is. My team that I've got on me is very much the team I was rocking. Yeah. In case it wasn't clear. Gengar, Charizard, and Glaceon. But even then, like, I was primarily using Glaceon, I was finding, and just doing just loads of damage. Because this was just when Zygarde came in to the fray. And Garchomp, I think, was there as well. Oh yeah, it literally ended yesterday, didn't it? And yeah, I just remember just sweeping the floor with Glaceon. I mean, again, Pokemon that have new forms will probably be, you know, people will be wanting to try them out. But again, in my opinion, that makes them like easy targets. I don't know, should I go and run a ranked game just with the current team and just see what I can do? Why not? I'm not finding any shinies right now. Why not? No, wrong one. We'll do one ranked. Moves that give immunity frames. Yeah, I'm not that into it. I'm not that nerdy with it. Again, literally this is day 1 ranked, so I haven't played in a season. So cut me some slack if I'm not with it. I'm gotta learn this new meta. Swampert. Oh, Swampert's here. Okay. Rotom Heat. That's interesting. Goldingo. Interesting. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Oh, shiny Rotom as well. Oh wow. Oh yeah, he nasty plotted. Dig, Heat Wave, yeah, all of the standard ones. Unfortunately for you, my Glaceon tanks that. Again, I probably Phantom Force the wrong Pokemon there. Ooh, Blaziken. Okay, there's a lot of new Pokemon. Ooh. I was kind of going to focus Goldingo, but... Oh, Zeraora. He got incredibly lucky. I feel so sorry for him. Unfortunately, Metagross. Don't like Swampert. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not running a Mega. That's one thing I felt like wasn't worth running in this in the previous meta. I should have Again, some people seem incredibly slow on their take-ups. Like, in my opinion, some Pokemon are, like... Some people are increasingly slow. Oh, it's Rotom Wash. I'm thinking it was Rotom Heat. Duh. Don't get me wrong, I really like Gyarados. I really like Mega Gyarados, but... Like, it's just a bit of a slow burner for me, you know? We'll take that. We'll take second. Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of starters at the minute. Ooh, damn. I think I've only had one of those errors. Yeah. I think it can still work. I think my team can still work. I think I just need to get back into the ranked mindset. Which is just time more than anything. All right, Mercury. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Hope you have a good rest of your January, because I don't know if I'll see you before the January ends. Yeah, I literally think I've only seen it one time, and that's it. But again, I don't like the Mega. I feel like it has to be the correct situation for it to work effectively. And I think, for me personally, I haven't found a situation that has been drastically improved by running a Mega. I feel like, for me, I prefer the, like, constantly running plus moves. Again, in some of the games that I have played, that I've, you know, cut out of the streams and put on the channel, like Glaceon, just plus move, like Ice Beam, Garchomp. I can just hit. I mean, you saw that Mega Garchomp earthquaked me. Glaceon tanked it, so I can plus move KO it before it can kill me. Like in my brain, like that's a no-brainer type move. I prefer that style of fighting versus Mega. The only thing though, Mega does give you invincibility. But I feel like the trade-off with that is you then can't do any powered up attacks after that. So for me, in the case of a lot of situations, it while it does give you invincibility, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to survive. Again, that Zeraora had it last match, right? Where it literally was on 1 HP, Mega'd, and then still went down the second later, but now, you know, he's used all the Mega energy up. So, while it is an invincibility, I think you need to be, like, more on it for the swap out. Oh, how did I do this before? I got around this before. Was it this? No, it was not that. Was not that. Right. The other thing I do want to check, because I'm always curious to see if I can find one. Oh, yeah, no. 100% Megas would be much better. Oh, I might as well pay out my Pokeballs. And then I think I want to go this way. Again, for me, I would like to try Mega Aggron. But I do like this the battle system. I think the battle system is really nice. The one thing that annoys me, and I say annoys me, it's only ever so slightly annoys me, but the one thing that I'm kind of like, that's a little bit annoying is like Stone Edge, like, is only directly in front of you, you know? Like, and it's only really useful if you're, like, toe-to-toe with someone and they need to move their Pokemon out, but then you can just swap your Pokemon out. You know, it doesn't feel as like, large AoE as I was kind of hoping it would be. Yeah, using the status move for being locked on. Yeah, I kind of wish you could just plant them around. You know, instead of being locked on, you kind of aim where you want it to be. Like, hey, I know a lot of people are running through this way, you know, running around here. I'll plant a trap down, you know? I think that would be a much more unique way of utilizing the ability, you know, utilizing the moves instead of, you know, the other way. Or like you use it, but it gives you a place to target, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, the buff moves. Yeah, but then again, you can kind of do it, right? Where you half lock on to someone, like you third party in a fight. Like you run into a fight and you third party, and then you just stand back and sword stance. I think I've just on a tangent. I think I've even tanked sword stanced earthquakes before on Glaceon. Like my Glaceon, I love my Glaceon for ranked. My Glaceon is 100% my ride or die for ranked. You know, I very much am a fan of the Glaceon. I think I wouldn't enjoy it half as much if I didn't have Glaceon. I'd go that far. Oh, no. I know that there's a rare weather phenomenon you can get, and I think I've yet to get it. Which does make me a little bit sad, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. No, the rainbow. I don't think I've ever got it, and I don't think I've ever noticed if I did have it. I'm gonna wait until the night cycle's over. Oh no, you're targeting. Ouch. Okay, you actually. I didn't time it that well. Okay, stop targeting me, please. There we go. Doesn't sound like a shiny. At least not right here. But yeah, I mean, you know, I enjoyed the game. Am I looking forward to Pokemon Day? That is a question I need to think about. Or even what do I think is going to get announced Pokemon Day? I mean, let's be real. Pokemon Go updates, Pokemon Unite updates, Pokemon Masters updates, Pokemon Sleep updates, Pokemon Champion updates. And then it's a case of Gen 10. Like, that's really the only thing. Now, I've been hoping for arguably a few years now that they re-release the original games. If they were going to do if they were going to do anything for the 30th anniversary, I'm hoping that they go, we're going to re-release all the DS games remastered for the Switch. Switch 1, Switch 2. You can play them on the consoles. You buy them on the eShop. I hope they do that. Like, that's what I'm hoping for. I don't think we'll catch new information. I think we'll literally get starter reveal and release date. Like, that's... it's kind of how it's been, right? You know. That's how SV was done, right? We got starter reveal plus release date. I think that's what we'll get. Pretty much guaranteed on Pokemon Day. Maybe also some TCG news as well. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the scale. Again, so the thing is obviously with the new hardware, they have much more capability. I'm hoping the reason that ZA feels so small in comparison to Legends is because Gen 10 is going to be so much bigger. Right? Like, don't get me wrong, I do think ZA is smaller than Arceus. Just, you know, due to, if you think of all the zones and you combine them all together, I do think it is bigger. But I'm hoping that ZA was given this much more restricted space so that they can focus more on pushing what Gen 10 is. Underwater exploration would be cool to have back. I'm also now curious if they're skipping generations for Legends games, or if they're doing Legends games in non-specific orders. It's like, okay, we might get Legends Mew next or something like that, you know? Instead of, you know, going further forward. Because again, logic-wise, it would have made sense for a black and white, you know, Unova remake of some description. Because it was technically Unova's turn for a remake. If we were, you know, if you were going based on previous, you know, how they'd done it previously. But obviously, after the response that I think Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl got, I think it scared them from doing a Unova remake. So instead, they skipped Unova. And they're not going to touch Unova, and Unova's going to have a... Unova's just going to be re-released. It's going to be the first games they're going to re-release on the DS games on Switch 1, Switch 2. Choose one Pokemon to grab and swim underwater with. Ride, Pokemon grab onto. What one would you pick? I feel like for me, the easy answer is Gyarados. But I feel like, I mean, a Starmie wouldn't be bad. Starmie Staryu wouldn't be too bad. Potentially. See, because underwater is different, right? Like, I'm thinking Lapras. No, screw it. Magikarp. No, I wouldn't even go Gyarados. No, Magikarp. Magikarp. I don't need to go for a Gyarados. My brain just went, yeah, I need something big and strong. No, I don't. It's just swimming. Magikarp. Milotic. You wouldn't go Feebas. No one said you had to get there quickly. or, you know, in style. I'd go Magikarp. Like, as much as I love Gyarados, I feel like I kind of, you know, you have to give love to the previous stage, though. You'd want them to also be a bodyguard? No, see, I think you'd have a different Pokemon for bodyguard. I think you'd have to. Again, obviously, the easy answer that I would have gone to immediately, but you banned them, would have been Lugia. Lugia would just be awesome just to go down at the bottom of the ocean, swim around. But you can't, so it sucks. Kyogre might also be pretty good. But, you know, Lugia has there's kind of, like, you know, it's the dream. But yeah, I mean, if I had to have it and have it be a bodyguard, I think I'd go Gyarados. And again, I haven't found a good use case for him yet, but I really do like his design. Seismitoad. Although, is he more of... He's an amphibian, right? He's more swampy regions than would be under the ocean. Or do you go Electros? But again, he feels more on land than he does in water, although he is based off an eel. Would be very dangerous, actually, to have him in the water, right? Ooh. Oh, actually, maybe... Maybe Lantern. Is it Lantern? Am I remembering that correctly? I think I am. Yeah, Lantern. I might go Lantern. If I also wanted it for defense, that might be the best option. If I couldn't have Gyarados and I couldn't have Electros, I might go Lantern. Because in theory, that gives you the best... Well, no, it doesn't. I mean, Ash survived a lot of Thunderbolts. Which makes me think it would be plausible to... It would be plausible to survive a discharge underwater. It wouldn't. I'd die. Definitely not a bad one, Colt. Hey, Cow. How are you doing? Hope your week is going well. I'm sure you're going to come in and explain how much more Pokemon stuff you've been buying. Ooh, actually, which does lead me into a good point now. Now that I saw it was revealed. How do you feel about the Natural History Museum's promo card? I like the design. I dislike the fact it's a jumbo card. That's my only problem with it. 4151 bundle display. Ooh, nice. Only spent a little bit of money then. I like the artwork. I more like the products releasing around the event. The Pokemon Center fossil poster I like more than anything. I have the original fossil poster. I'm really excited to maybe get this new one. I am a sucker for fossil Pokemon. I do really like dinosaurs as well. Wouldn't bring a Stunfisk, no. I don't think it would work that well. Now let me think. For ride, I think I would do something similar. I take Gyarados as my ride. I take Lantern as my light source. But for defense, I think I'm half torn between maybe taking something like... I just want to double check. Oh yeah, no, it might be long enough to just run in and out. I think... I can't make my mind up. If I want to take Blastoise and take Blastoise down or something else. Can't make my mind up. I'm like, yeah, Electros would also be pretty nice to take, but again, I wouldn't want to get shocked. It feels like it's really limited. I mean, what other Pokemon do we know as deep sea Pokemon? See, Lapras, in my opinion, is like surface. Lapras would also be a really good choice, but again, I feel like Lapras is surface based on the ocean, not underwater. I mean, oh, no, okay. If you were going defense, realistically, no, forget it. No, okay, I'm not taking Gyarados as my ride. I'm changing it up. I'm taking Wyldlord as my ride. I'm taking Wyldlord as defense. And I'm taking Whale Lord as my light source. Give me 3 Whale Lords. I just rule the ocean on my army of Whale Lords. That's the dream. That's the dream right there. Give me an army of Whale Lords. I would be so happy just with an army of Whale Lords. I don't know if this is close enough to recycle these, is it? 50 mail. 58. I think it is. Could Malamar or Inkay count be used as a light source? Ooh. I think so. 49 female, yes, it is cycling them. I mean, yeah, because they are jellyfish, right? Oh, I was wondering if it was the wall that was pushing back that camera, but I don't think it is. Yeah, these are cycling. Or I think these are cycling. But yeah, I'm hoping next week I'm off on holiday for a week. However, because the travel time on holiday is so long, like I'm looking at like 5 hours traveling on Saturday. Well, no, actually, it's a 12-hour day of travel. I'm hoping that I can. I'm taking my original 3DS. I'm not taking an XL. And then I'm hoping I can complete my Y game. Figure out why I can't do the Friend Safari thing. Get that fixed, and then maybe do some Friend Safari hunting at some point as well this year. I think I'm on track to beat the game in under like 12 hours. Under 20 hours. I don't know why I thought X and Y was a longer game. They're squids? Really? Oh. I mean, yeah, in theory that would work. Yeah, in theory, in theory, yeah, you could use them as light sources. I still stand by the fact that that's a big boy. That my Whale Lord party would be the optimal way of exploring any underwater area. I think without a shadow of a doubt, that would be the preferred method of exploring ruins. But no, if they are cuttlefish, then yeah, it would work. Just trying to think of Pokemon we've seen like actively underwater. Actually, that reminds me. I need to download some stuff on YouTube. What have I got in my downloads right now? Nothing too insane. I've got a lot of Park and Rec stuff on my recommended download. There's something similar to that in a game that I am absolutely hooked on. Always have been since its release for the past, like, God, has it been 11 years? Probably is coming up to 10, 11 years now. In Ark Survival Evolved, which I think you can do that. Ooh, was that shiny? No. Damn, man, the lighting in this zone really does throw you off, doesn't it? Yeah, in Ark, there's a dino that that is very much I think you can do that on. No, it's not shiny. I refuse to believe that that's shiny. Now what, it's 5 minutes until another one respawns in. What gender did we get? We got a female? No, I'm calling it Bluey. Oh no, Bluey is is Bluey a dog or a cat? That's gonna make me sound really... Bluey's a cat, isn't it? No, it doesn't work. Bluey's not a dog. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna feel like an idiot. Is Bluey a dog or a cat? Bluey is a dog. It's Bluey's sister that is a cat, or are they all dogs in that family? I cannot remember. Change nickname. I was thinking, oh man, there's not enough space. I was thinking Bruno Mars. If I get a male, we'll call it Bruno Mars. No specific reason. Primarily not because I heard the fact that Bruno Mars is having another album that's coming out soon or something like that. Man, I don't know if I'm the only one. I'm probably not the only one, but I have noticed it more and more. Is that every so often I click on Discord and it's scrolled me up in a chat like incredibly far. It's quite annoying. Hey Greg, how are you doing? Hope your week is going well. Hope you're doing good. I don't know why I thought Bluey was a cat. I don't know why I thought some of them were cats. Maybe I'm just ignorant. Yeah, I think they changed a couple of shinies to make them better, more obvious. Obviously, I know they changed Slowpoke, because Slowpoke was a big change, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing somewhere that people were like, yeah, they've changed some of them. Which is very interesting. Now, I don't know, can you hear Beldum if it shines from here, or do you have to go to that corner? I never remember. Oh yes, you're further up the country. Yeah, snow has been pretty bad. And then it didn't snow. Oh. Yeah, we've had nothing but rain down here for the last few hours, which if it was snow, would greatly hamper our holiday ability. Do you have to have it in the line of sight? Honestly, I don't know. I thought I remember hearing in a video that you could hear it from the corner. Because again, you can hear shinies before you can see shinies sometimes. But it has to be like a set distance. I think it only shines when it's in your general vicinity. I do think it's proximity based because I had the Noivern that's up hanging upside down there. I heard that shine when I came through the teleporter, but I didn't hear the Houndoom. Yeah, no, I'm not posting anything on there. But yeah, no, I wanted to see, can I get, because I know they put it on YouTube recently, Pokemon movie. Yeah, because they've got Pokemon the first movie. Oh no, file rent. They had it on YouTube for a while and it was free to watch. So I was like, I'm gonna just have it on there, but no, I have to buy it. I'm not paying for it. Hey, you know, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I hope your week is going well. I tried to Aegislash on ranked, and yeah, it's really bad. You always lose trades. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know how effective a strategy is. I've seen a couple of people running it. I don't know how effective the self-destruct strategy is. But I've seen some people run the self-destruct as their main thing. And I like the idea of it, but I struggle to understand the practicality behind it. Oh yeah, I might as well show her off. There's Bluey. The new shiny doggo. Could have been Bruno Mars, if only it would have shined. If only it would have been male. Yeah, it really depends. I mean, I have a hatred, and I blame it on Greg. I have a hatred for running Mega Pokemon. So I always just try and give them items. That's my preferred way of doing it. I don't think I'm running anyone with a quick claw. I think I did try running someone with a quick claw. Yeah, or focus sash. Do you know what I was kind of hoping I could do, but hold up. I know it can in the base game. I need to know if it can learn it in the DLC. Can Staravia learn Endeavor? Is Endeavor the move that I want? Is that what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of doing the Rattata strat. If that's feasible. I mean, if it was, I'm sure we would have seen a video on it by now. I don't think it would be. I'm half hoping it is, but obviously... let's just do a quick Google. Moves in Pokemon Legends ZA. List of all moves, Pokemon Legends ZA. alphabetical order, which is good. C, D. Here we go. E. Endure, explosion, extreme speed. No. No, it's not. Oh, man. See, but there's extreme speed as well. Oh, no. I want Endeavor. I wanted Endeavor. I wanted to cheese my way through fights. I mean, is Revenge? No. Interesting. What about counter? Counter is, isn't it? Conversion, conversion to... No, no counter? Really interesting, the moves that they've limited for this game. Yeah, Rage Fist is in the game. But obviously that's because Annihilate is in the game, right? I do as well. But I really like it because for a little while, I got some really good games that made me feel like a god. Yeah, the only other move I was thinking was Retaliate. It's really interesting though that they've put in Fake Out. They're like, hey, let's put in Fake Out, but not put in some other stuff. Yeah, I do think the fact that there's limited stages is slightly annoying. However, I feel like the way that they could have got around it, but unfortunately it would either require everyone to have the DLC or to allow people who didn't have the DLC into the zone, would be to use the portals in the DLC to kind of give people the, you know, a different fighting arena. It's really interesting as well because Metronome is in the game. But I don't think Metronome is super useful in this game because of the limited, it is still a lot, but the you know, the slightly limited move pool in the game. Again, you could, in theory, get Oblivion Wing, but highly unlikely. And Payday is in the game as well. And Perish Song. Again, I haven't seen anyone utilize Perish Song. Perish Song in competitive could be incredibly powerful, no? If you use it on someone, someone's not paying attention, do you get the KO for that? Because again, once you've done 3 swap outs, you can't swap out anymore. Which means Perish Song is a guaranteed KO. That is interesting. It is still an instant KO, right? Faint after a while unless they switch out of battle. interesting. Again, it's really interesting the choice of moves that they decided to keep in versus take out. But Perish Song, I'm putting that on my list of things to maybe keep an eye on. Infestation. Ooh. Ooh, Greg, I like the sound of that. Does Infestation work in competitive? Use infested targets so it takes continual damage for a while. The targets cannot be switched out of battle during this time. Ooh. Okay, what are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? Right, hold up. I've got to go and figure this out now. What's the crossover here? What are we looking at? What Pokemon am I getting? Hey, Celery! How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Come in, hope you're doing good. Currently, there's no crossover. Currently, there is no crossover of Pokemon that can learn Infestation and Pokemon that can learn... that can also learn it. So you'd have to have 2 Pokemon specifically on the team for it. However, if you went Victory Bell... Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Colt. If only we had Kricketune. Plus, for battles, you'd get the Delhi Whoops. How could you be against the Delhi Whoops? I feel like you couldn't be against the Delhi Whoops. So hold up. Perish Song, where can you get it? Does it give us a timer? It's a 20 cooldown, 90 power, but again, that's not a concern. Oh no, Perish Song is a learn. And so is Infestation, so you can't, yeah, you physically can't. Okay. You could have a Pokemon set up dual screens and have max investment into defense on Kricketune. Could do. You very much could do. I don't know. Building a team around Perish Song feels like it would be fun, but it also feels like it would be a nightmare to actively, like, do because you just die on one hit. Like, I'm just trying to think of the current meta, like Victory Bell. But again, I feel like once people are on their 3rd swap outs, you get an easy KO. The only reason I like Kricketune is for the Delhi Whoops. Let's be honest, I think that's why most people like Kricketune. You can't go wrong with the Delhi Whoops. Yeah, see, I am down one alpha, but it's not bad. Ooh, that's true. That is very true, Greg. I know, I just really like the idea of just perish songing people, you know? I just feel like people aren't utilizing like a lot of the moves in the game to their advantage. I mean, are we counting in this game or are we counting out of the game? Because I think out of the game, like right now I'm thinking I would just love to do, you know, the Rattata Endeavor quick attack. In this game, don't get me wrong, I like the, I mean, Glaceon for me has always kind of been my go-to. Yeah, Toxic Spikes, Toxic. Yeah, because the status effects work differently in this game, right? Like, Toxic Spikes, Toxic, or just, like, you know, setting up defense is incredibly different to other. Can you set up Toxic Spike with also regular Spike? Or what am I thinking of? Stealth Rocks. Like, could you just set up just a bunch of those? Yeah, I can't say I've tried either. Ooh, good luck, Cody. Hopefully you can find yourself an Ekans soon. Hope it goes well. But welcome in, hope you're doing well. Hope your week is going well. Again, I'd really like a shiny starter other than Froakie. I've yet to get one. Because the other thing is, does Rapid Spin I don't think is in the game either, so I don't think that would work either. Or maybe it is, I just haven't gotten a Blastoise up to the point where I could actively see it. But again, is maybe, I was going to say, is maybe status effects the way to go? Could you poison everyone's Pokemon, but then you can heal up your Pokemon? And then it's not working to your advantage. The problem is, right, you need to survive. And that's the problem, I think. That's why I'm kind of just like, if you could lock them out, swap to Perish Song, use Perish Song, and still have them be locked out before they can swap, you'd be fine. But it's mainly for people who are on, like, the high-end last Pokemon. Again, I'm still standing by the fact I'm not buying the DLC. I'm not spending my own money on the DLC. I refuse to. again, if if Staravia did learn Endeavor, and I could do that cheesy, annoying tactic in competitive in ranked, I would do it. I would have bought the DLC in a heartbeat. But you can't, so I'm not going to. Again, though, because you can give Perish Song to Mr. Mime. No, Mr. Mime can learn Infestation even. That is potentially a decent Pokemon to give it to. Because you can also then just reflect, do other stuff, Infestation, swap into Gengar, Perish Song, go from there. Again, there's not a lot of crossover. Give me the ability to cheese. I will cheese. Again, we know there's no abilities in the game, so you can't cheese via abilities. If I can cheese via moves, I will do it. Hold on, though. I don't think it can, but now I'm just thinking. Phalanx can't learn Baton Pass, right? Can you no retreat Baton Pass? Is it even in the game? It's not in the game, is it? No, it's not in the game. Damn. Again, another combo. Can't go wrong with a shiny Cody. Again, obviously, now that there's... that's why it's called No Retreat. Yeah, I know, but still. Still, Greg, let me think. Let me cook. Not letting me cook. I mean... I like the idea of Perish Song. I like the idea of locking someone in and Perish Song, but the problem is that it has to be two different Pokemon, which means then you're left with one Pokemon who has to do all the heavy lifting. And in the current meta, that feels kind of difficult to decide on what Pokemon it's going to be. Again, I was really worried when when Zygarde was coming into ranked, because I thought, man, it's going to be so annoying to have to deal with that. And Zygarde was not a problem at all in ranked. Like, it wasn't as much of a problem as I thought it was going to be. Ooh, double Dragonite. Again, Glaceon Ice Beam just destroyed it. You know, Glaceon Blizzard just destroys them. So as much as I'm like, I would love to... Oh. As much as I'd love to use other stuff to my advantage, it's just isn't exactly working out. I mean, maybe moves. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't want to rely on invulnerability moves, but like, surely there's like other stuff though. I'll be honest. I'm disappointed in Zygarde, but I just don't like the Mega Zygarde. In my opinion, I just don't like Mega Zygarde's design. I think they dropped the ball with Mega Zygarde. I prefer complete form Zygarde over Mega Zygarde. But then I'm a big fan of mechs. You know, mechs, if they're done good, I really like. And I just feel like, I don't want to say they were lazy with the design, but I just don't think the design adds that much to Zygarde. You know, like, I feel like Zygarde was given that form solely for the story. In the, you know, in solely to fit in with the story, not because it fits into the character design. That's a shame, Cody. You can't catch them all, unfortunately. At this point, I think I've lost 3 shinies total, at least. I think, again, I think the Mega is... Some Megas are fine to look silly. But, like... You've got the name, to a degree, of the Pokemon in the title, right? Like... I was thinking it would have just been... a bit more... mechy. Yeah, it is a bit insane on how much you need to do to actively, like, use it. Like, what, you need to get, like, below 50% HP before you can do anything really with it. And at that point, it's, you've already taken enough damage to KO you once you Mega Evolve anyway, like... And then Nihil's Light... Or no, the Core Breaker. Is it Core Breaker? Well, the move... The main move he uses, the beam move he uses, just takes so long to activate. You get KO'd before you can KO anything. Speaking as someone who's KO'd a lot of Zygardes. Not had my Zygarde KO'd a lot. I don't even own a Zygarde. Not seeing me. Stop seeing me. Again, non-shiny charm shiny hunting in this game does feel like a bit of a pointless endeavor. But sometimes you can get lucky. Will I get lucky today? Who knows? Will I get lucky again today? Who knows? We did already get Bluey today. I'm not expecting anything else. As much as I would like something else. I just don't think it's going to happen. But it's not a bad shiny to start the year off in, considering it's the first time this year I've shiny hunted. Is it the first time this year I've shiny hunted? Yes, it is. So a shiny... Well, actually, I'm actually doing pretty good for this year. A shiny in the first stream? That's very unheard of. Normally, it's 10 streams, 15, 20, 200 streams with no shinies. Very, very rarely do I get a shiny. Right, I think if I'm quick, I can get 2 more checks in before the night cycle check. Maybe 1 now because of that. Aggroed on me. Oh, it's annoying. I aggroed. I scared off a Gardevoir. So now I've lost the starter checks. And I don't think you can overload the spawns anymore. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there used to be 3 Pokemon in this zone. Now there's only 2. That sucks. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up getting another shiny, and it's going to be Flinks. The next Alpha or Shalfa I get is going to be Flinks. I forgot I already technically have one. I want another one, though. I'm being greedy. Nope. No shinies. Yeah, see, yeah, I aggroed something there. Probably the Gardevoir. Gardevoir are skittish, so they run away. When they run away, they no longer spawn. When they no longer spawn, you don't get the check anymore. Yeah, I'm sorry, Greg. I'm being so greedy. I'm hoping this year to ramp it up. I think the number of shinies I got last year was abysmal. Because it was primarily Rowlet hunting, and we all know how that's gone. And then I've done I mean, I got Shaman and I got Darkrai. Other than that, I don't think I got a huge amount. You've seen a Shalfa, Greg. I've shown you my Shalfa. Every Sunday, short Pokemon. So, is he really? Burning Shadows? Oh, goodness. To be fair, though, that's his shorts channel, right? His main channel and his, like, endeavors must make him shitloads of money. Because again, no one does something like that for the love of the game. You do it because it's making you money. Where's a good shiny hunting spot? It depends on what shinies you want, Cody. It really depends what you're after. Depending on what you're after, the answer changes drastically. If you just want shinies and you just don't care about the how, I would say zone 3, just running in and out, is the best spot. Running in and out of the building at zone 3. That's arguably the easiest way of shiny hunting. Might as well go and look to see. Spend the last 10 or so minutes checking to see if we can get a Pikachu. I really do want a shiny Pikachu. It's for me, again, it's the same thing with Shundos in Pokemon Go. It's more having the ability to say I've got one than it is more so the reason of I want it for battling reasons, you know, or competitive reasons, or something like that. Yeah, but then you also have a larger hitbox. That's the downside, right? Like, the larger AoE is good, but you have a larger hitbox. Also, I believe moves that do damage based on weight also do more damage to you as well. So Heavy Slam. I think Heavy Slam does more damage based on weight. The one thing I really dislike is the fact that because they delete the, I imagine they delete some data, is that the Pokemon, once they're here, can't kind of go back. That annoys me. The only thing is, all the way up here is the bigger. Pikachu and Espers is mainly what I'm after here. Well, because in theory, right, alpha Pokemon weigh more than non-alpha Pokemon. So in theory, moves that do damage based on weight should do more damage to them. But again, I wouldn't use theory to handle that either. Oh, that was shared. Why was that shared on that? I never understand that. Never understand it. Alright, let's see. Come on. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. Go down and see if there's a Peekaboo. So the other thing that I am thinking potentially this year is extending the streams. Basically streaming an extra hour every day, every stream. Again, it very much depends on what I'm doing and if I feel like I want to keep going. Check the roofs. I don't like the roof Pokemon. That's the problem for me. I don't like the roof Pokemon. I don't care that much about the roof Pokemon. I'm not that concerned about them if they're shiny or not. I've not had a single one up there, so I've kind of not bothered checking up there for a while. Double Toadie. Do you mean you would start earlier or finish later? Finish later. Yeah, and it depends on the day as well. So obviously, for instance, today's going to be kind of normal time finishing, kind of in like 10-15 minutes. But like going forward, after I come back from the second holiday, so starting in like middle of Feb, the plan will be to start on the days when I'm starting at, at 6. Going through until 10, and then the days where I'm starting at 7, going through until 10 as well. But obviously, I unfortunately don't know day to day what kind of when I'm streaming. I know the day before, but the idea will be the new stopping point. After that point will be 10. Instead of 9, which I do now. And that's twofold. One, that gives me obviously an extra hour every day for hunting for shinies or whatever I'm doing. And two, it means that I'm just streaming for longer. It just means I'm trying to become more disciplined with, like, now I'm going to bed, because I've found that what I'll end up doing is, even like today, I'll stop streaming at 9. I'll go and get myself ready. I'll, for instance, go to bed, and then I'll sit on my phone for 45 minutes. And I'll just scroll through, reels or whatever. So I'm going to try and combat that by streaming slightly later. And then just, like, passing out. Obviously, days where I'm, days when I'm exhausted anyway, will probably just end when I want to end. But that's the aim. Again, it's more just trying to become more disciplined. But yeah, so the next, well, I want to get my Pokemon Y game into the post game, which I'm hoping to do next week while I'm on holiday, so then I can Friend Safari hunt. I'm going to try to get Shiny Rowlet off stream, so then I can also continue that. Or I'm going to move on to Tepeg. Just need to make sure that you aren't staying up even later on your phone. Well, I'm hoping I'm going to be so tired that I physically cannot, like, stay up. Like, in all honesty, that's kind of what I'm hoping. Again, I allow myself, like, a few hours. Well, no. I allow myself, well, the plan is, actually, at the minute what I'm doing is I set my alarm for 20 past 6. Mind you, I don't start work until 8, and I can literally get to work within 7 minutes. So I can get up much later than I do. But what I do every morning now is I sit in bed, because it's winter and it's slightly colder. So what I do is I sit in bed and watch stuff in the morning. So instead of watching stuff in the evening, I'm going to try and convince myself to watch stuff in the morning instead. And then I'm watching it in the morning, not in the evening. And then kind of go from there. And on top of that as well, because I'm spending 2 weeks on holiday in the span of a couple of weeks, I'm hoping that I can also just kickstart like that as well. I think I can get 1 more in. No, maybe 2 more in. Oh yeah, no, I can get like 4 more in. But yeah, so what I'm hoping it means is that it gives me an extra, 25 soft resets for Rowlet if I wanted to do that, or gives me extra resets for Tepeg. I'm hoping, oh, there you go, I've got Fog now. I'm hoping what it will do is kind of allow me to progress on some of these runs that I want to do. What did we decide this year as well? Nuzlocke, right? I gotta pick a game to Nuzlocke. And again, I also want to do a shiny only run of a Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire at some point as well. Oh, I've got no idea, Cody. What Pokemon do you prefer more? Go for whatever one of those two you prefer the most. Simples. This is the last one before daybreak? Yeah, this is the last one before daybreak. Yeah, I thought that I saw that this was patched. But I don't know if it's patched if you've already done it, or if it's patched as in you can't do it anymore. I was half expecting to run into here at the beginning of the day and just find that there was only one or two alphas. Let's do a full run around as well. Just in case anything on the far side is shiny. I only check halfway. I doubt it. Might as well check everything. No. No. Oh god, the yawns are kicking in. Pretty sure you can't do it anymore, but if you've already got them, they stay there until you get rid of them. Ooh. Does that mean this is also the same for over here as well? Yay. So I can shiny hunt here as well. That's good. Although arguably I think you can still do the despawn method, right? That is probably the most effective way of doing it. That makes me even more upset that that Gardevoir, because it means that I can't, I now have lost the overspawn on the starter zone. Yeah, see, I've lost almost all of them here now. Now I'm back down just to Totodile. Because the Alphas is the only one that I've got. I shouldn't have updated my game, but I wanted to reclaim all of the I wanted to get all of the updates for the DLC for the ranked. I wanted to get my prizes for the season 3. Pesky Gardevoir. But no, I am now officially all packed as well for holiday, so one more day of work, then one evening of chilling, and then a 12-hour day, 12-hour travel day that involves a plane ride, a 3-hour flight, and yeah, it's gonna be fun, but I'm gonna be playing Pokemon the entire time, so I don't really care. Sitting there on the plane, playing Pokemon Y, getting through the story, figuring out where I am. I'm gonna put some YouTube videos. I'm gonna download some long YouTube videos, and I'm just gonna chill. Then I got the 2-hour coach ride on the other side as well. I think we land at like 6 o'clock in the evening. And then we got a 2-hour coach trip to the hotel. And then yeah. Gonna miss all the food. Gonna be hungry as hell. Can't even probably use the pool. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get another shiny today. That's fine though, we'll take Bluey. I want to get rid of this fog though. I'm not overly fond of it, if I'm honest. I know I do want to kill some time here. I would have loved if that would have spawned me in a shiny. Oh well. Let's go and do a zone 5 check. Nope, no shinies here. No shiny little froggy either. That's fine though, we did get Bluey. Arguably one of the better doggos. So I'm happy with that. I have to be happy with that. Yeah, I've got nothing else. Nothing else to show for it. But that's fine. Right. So the current plan. I am away for a week, but I might pop into Discord every now and again. No promises though, unfortunately. So that should hopefully be good. And then I will be back on the 19th. For streaming. And then the last stream will be the 29th. And then I'm away for a week again, and then we'll start the new schedule. Then we'll start doing a Nuzlocke run of a game. And we'll go from there. Yeah, so thank you for watching today, everyone. I think, yeah, we'll end there. Hope everyone has a good rest of your week. Hope everyone has a good weekend. I will catch up with you all when I'm back in a week and a little bit's time. So enjoy everyone, and I will see you all then. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.